Hi YouTube, and this is JTrain997, and I'm back this time with my review of the Marvel Universe, Black Widow. Now, this is my third Marvel Universe review, and so far, I have definitely not made any friends with these reviews. I've actually lost a couple of subs because I have said some pretty bad things about this line. But, I've said it before, I'll say it again, I'm not here for subs, I'm here to tell you exactly what I think of figures. If you disagree with me, there's an unsubscribe button. So, that being said, let's go on to Black Widow. Now, this is one of the characters that I was actually really wanted, but unfortunately, I do have to start the review a little negatively. One of the bonuses in this line I usually count, I've got quite a few things I count against it usually, like the face sculpts are usually poor and the articulation is usually pretty loose. Paint is usually where these shine. So you can see there, they didn't finish painting her belt. It's just kind of half painted now. To get a look at what it would normally look like, you go onto the back there. You see it's got the full black red diamond like a regular Black Widow, but I got gypped out of the lower quarter of my belt. So, that's unfortunate. But that being said, something else I will give this line. I have always loved the box art on there. Seems like every package has great box art. I really like that. Of course, Black Widow's only accessory is her, what appears to be an M16 with a grenade launcher attached, and her base. I think a handgun would have worked a little bit better, but that's a personal gripe. That's why I've got a box full of little G.I. Joe accessories that are extra. And she comes with her file in the background. Of course, over here you have the Hammer logo. Onto the back of the packaging, which, let's move this light up a little bit here. Of course, you have a picture up here, and it says, "There was a time when the Black Widow was considered a villain by the heroes of the United States. She was every bit the patriot Captain America was. She just worked for a different country. She continues to use her phenomenal fighting skills and unique technology in the best interest of mankind as a member of the Avengers, rather than as a Russian super spy." Of course, over here you have a picture of Extremis Iron Man, World War II Captain America, and Luke Cage. Down here you have Norman Osborn. It says become an agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. at furyfiles.com. Of course, as we've already seen, either they're not going to continue that, or they've just stopped doing it in general. I don't know, but that code, there's nowhere to put the code in on the website. So that being said, let's pull Black Widow out of the packaging. And here we have Black Widow out of the packaging, and just to go along with the fact that she doesn't have enough paint on her belt, her middle torso is unbelievably loose. I mean, I can understand sometimes the figure being loose a little loose out of the packaging, but this, like I've said with some of my other reviews, it's like it came already played with. That is not quality control, that's just saying, screw it. Once again, I'm not in this for the subs, and I'm probably going to lose more subs because of this, but very poor. I mean, just horribly loose at the waist. Now, of course, I have her holding her M16, which she holds fine in either hand. Of course, let's get her off her base really quick. She'll stand up on her own for a second. Yeah, she'll stand on her own. Of course, it's the standard base. It says Marvel Black Widow number 11. So, let's go on to detail really quick. Oops, maybe she isn't going to stand now. Come on, stand up. Face a little more this way. Okay. So, that's a very plain face sculpt. It's not bad, but I don't know, I'm not crazy about it personally. Other than the fact that her belt's missing paint, as you can see once again, the level of paint on her costume is fine. It's actually pretty nice. I just, once again, pretty irritated the belt got gypped. Belt's very loose. You can rotate it all the way around. I mean, I don't really care about that the belt is loose, but definitely matters at the torso. Of course, onto her articulation, she would be able to spin at the head. She's hindered by her hair. Her arms go up, do a full 360, bend at the elbow, wrist joint, swivel at the chest, turn at the waist, same for both arms. Legs go forward and back, double jointed at the knee, and looks like there's some slight ankle movement. So, same for both legs. Really, I don't get why these have such a fan base, because the majority of collectors I talked to when I thought about collecting the line told me to stay away from it. And there was, you know, 3 or 4 guys who I respect the opinions of, and they're like, oh man, you should try it, it's not that bad. I've got to say, I have a few more of these to review, but so far, they're not terrible figures for the most part, but they're not very good. I mean, $7.50, we're not getting exactly a whole lot, we're not getting a whole lot of accessories. Now, we are getting a base now, that's a plus. The paint's fine, but the face sculpts are usually lacking. And, you know, sometimes you get quality control, like the belt. Now, I don't know what to think about this with Hasbro, because this is just unreasonably loose. Now, a lot of people think I'm knocking this line because the figures are so small. I do think Marvel Legends size figures are better, but I'm picking up the Iron Man 2 line and I'm liking it just fine. I haven't had a problem with joints, I haven't had a problem with detail. That's a great line. Now, I'm not knocking anyone who enjoys this line, that's fine, but in my opinion, this is an figure at best. I mean, if you're a Black Widow fan, I suppose you wouldn't be disappointed in it, but if you're just a casual collector looking for an awesome figure, I'd say there's better things out there. $7.50 at most stores. I've heard there's another price drop coming. If we could get it down to about $6, I'd say the price is somewhat fair. $5 would be pretty good. So that being said, Black Widow is an okay figure. Oh, once again, her secret files. I almost forget to do these every time. I always rip the packaging. Always. I can never get it out clean. Of course, you got a picture of Black Widow here. On the back of her, oops, dropped it. It says Natasha Romanov. Once again, I'm not even going to try it, that name. Powers is in peak physical condition due to receiving a variant of the Super Soldier Serum. Expert hand-to-hand combatant, weapon specialist, espionage, and tactician. So, onto her little quote. And it says, although our works with the material you acquired from Captain America has hit a dead end, we've developed the attached proposal for further exploration of the Super Soldier Project. SHIELD records indicate that Natasha Romanoff, aka Black Widow, was administered with a variant of the Super Soldier Serum. We believe that we may be able to isolate the serum from her bloodstream. Unfortunately, we'll need full access to Romanoff to be sure. The serum resides in greater concentrations in her heart, lungs, and liver, which we'll need to extract and grind up. She won't survive, obviously, but I think you'll agree the potential gains outweigh a single life. Please approve the attached proposal, and I'll have Hammer Capture Team acquire Romanov immediately. Dr. Alex Kepler. So, usually it's a SHIELD file with a post-it note attached. Now it's just a Hammer file. So, that's interesting. I don't think there was a little code in here. Oh, well, yes, there was. I just didn't pull it out. Once again, these codes seem to be pointless. I don't know if they're bringing it back or what. Once again, Black Widow, she's not a terrible figure, but she's not very good. I really don't see what the big draw of this line is. There's a Black Widow coming out in a Marvel Legends 2-pack with Winter Soldier later this year. She won the fan poll. Wait for her. I mean, really, I don't really see the big draw of her. So that being said, this is JTrain997, and I'll see you soon, YouTube.